Hi, I'm James Lott Jr., the Super Organizer, and this is the Super Organizer Man in the Professional Organizing Industry series. I'm coming out of semi-retirement. I did a bunch of these, and now I've been asked to kind of come back and speak on a subject, as you probably can see in the title. I want to thank everyone first for revisiting the video I did back in it was like in April. That was March. Anyway, it's like a lifetime ago. I did earlier this year on being a black man in the industry. And people, of course, are revisiting that video. So thank you so much for watching that. And I've got some great feedback from folks on what I was talking about perception and kind of what we go through. So we're going through a really difficult time right now in America. The COVID virus, Black Lives Matter, there's several things that are coming up. And we're in business. We're in business, and it's affecting, both things are affecting our business. But that's what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about Black lives and business. That's our business. I have been part of several Facebook groups, message boards, Reddit groups. I've been asked to speak on many different TV shows, web series about race over the last 2 weeks. And there's a couple of things that really have bothered me, and I'm going to speak on those a couple of things. One, I understand there are rules. A lot of the Facebook groups, message boards, websites, they have rules. So for when it comes to discussions, I work in Hollywood, and I do shows where we have a live chat room while we're on TV. So the show is on, and there's a chat roll next to it. So we let them know there's certain rules too. We try to be kind to each other, no name calling. You could respectfully disagree on stuff, but when stuff gets crazy, we send them out of the room. We block them, message them out, whatever. We have people who moderate it, so we take care of it. But I understand rules. Rules are there for a reason. You would have chaos. I'm an organizer. We like rules. We like things that be in chaos. But I think in some cases, there is where rules are okay to be bent a little. We are in times that are very different. I wasn't in any message boards or anything when the Me Too movement came out and the Time's Up movement, so I don't know how things were treated in those spaces. But I know a lot of folks were talking about women's issues, and deservedly so, because a lot of things have been going on for a long time. I have male privilege, I understand that. But I can only say what I can speak on this whole Black Lives Matter thing. I know that race and sexual orientation, and sometimes gender, are tough things to talk about. They're uncomfortable, especially if you're part of the majority, and it's not really happening to you. When a subset of people, because I don't use the word minority anymore, when a subset of people speak up suddenly, then all of a sudden that changes the dynamic of any conversation or thread or chat room. It can be very, very uncomfortable. And what I've seen in many different places is being shut down. Comments being taken off, threads being stopped, threads being taken down, and that comes across as another form of censorship. Another form of, once again, when I speak my mind about something I feel is important, then suddenly it's not important. I happened to me several times. So I understand I was, told that I didn't follow a certain rule or whatever in a group. And it pissed me off, to be very honest. It pissed me off. I thought, how ironic. I'm talking about being heard. And I'm being nitpicked. And I'm sorry, that's how I feel about it. Nitpicked about the way I'm doing it. And I wasn't doing anything that was hurting anybody. Or really disrupting that much. In my opinion. It's my opinion, of course. And that's how I felt. I have since calmed down, of course. And I just understand, I want to make sure I say that before I say my next statements. I understand there are rules and there are things in place to guide conversations. But it leads me into this other thing where I've actually heard these words from some people in some groups. Well, I want this to become the all about race page. First of all, that's insensitive. I would never say it to women. Go, oh, this will all be about women's issues page. I mean, I would never say stuff like that. It's only about be the gay page. I would never say things like that. But what I took that to mean is, I want to get back to my life. This is uncomfortable. I don't want to talk about it. This is something on the side. Start the conversation somewhere else, or do it over here. Where, in my opinion, it needs to be out in front and open. It's a big issue for all of us. I am an American first, no matter what else goes on and what I look like. I was born here, raised here. I'm an American. So I always feel like my issues are your issues. We all are in the same village. So what I'm going through, you should be mortified by and upset about along with me. Same goes for you. If you're going through something, so to all the women I was there for me too and stuff, I hate the stuff they go through. You know, for all the gay and lesbian and transgender and so I'm for everybody. Because when they hurt, I hurt. That's how I view it. It's a problem for all of us. When there's elder abuse and things happen to elders, I feel I'm there fighting for their rights. As well as when there's child abuse, I'm fighting for their. It's just we have problems in America that are all of our problem, no matter where we come from. That's kind of how I feel about that. So if a segment of your group wants to talk about, and some of the stuff that was brought up was not even by black people. They're brought by white allies who want to talk about it. I feel like we should be heard, and they should be heard. I feel like exceptions to rules can be made. And it's almost that adage of when you tell a kid, don't go over there, and they want to go over there, they're going to go over there. So when you shut someone down, it makes them want to speak louder. I saw in one group, once they allowed the threads to happen, life kind of did go back to normal. Like the other questions, regular organizing questions started popping up again. It's almost like don't just shut it down because it makes you want to fight. You know what I mean? Put your head underwater, you want to fight to get back above water. If you get to swim, then yeah, okay, that's fine. And I've seen other groups that the discussions are going on amongst discussions about organizing. Number two, I've literally heard these words. Well, what does it have to do with business? What does this Black Lives Matter have to do with business? Well, I can answer that. I'm a business. And you're a business. We are all a business. Each of us, we're the commodity. We're a business. So this has to do with business. We're in a people services industry. We're in people's homes. We're touching people's stuff. There are people, we're dealing with cultures and religions sometimes. There are some people who have religious beliefs and cultural beliefs. We are an industry that works with everyone in many different capacities. So if a segment of our population is hurting, it does affect us. And if a segment of our population who are organizers want to share their stories about what they're going through, we should allow it. It's business. The fact that I have to be careful do I put my picture on a website? Do I not put it on a website? My name, James Harrison Lott Jr., does not sound like anything. It's a great name. No, I love it. But it has no ethnic background of it at all. I think it's Dutch and English or something. You don't see me, I show up. I get those looks. Oh, okay. Well, not right now. Now, sometimes it's not race. I'm not making everything about race. But sometimes it is. And whether it happens or not, many of us, African American or Black American, whatever words you want to use, organizers, these are things we have to worry about. Parts of town that we're allowed to organize in. How we are viewed. Are we viewed the same as our white counterparts? Do they think my rates are too expensive and they think because I'm black? What am I charging rates for like this? There are a lot of things that go on that are business, and I think we need to talk about it. And there's people who are newer in the industry who need our guidance. Hopefully there are folks coming in the industry all the time. I want more organizers out there. We need them. And so they're coming in, and then we look for some guidance from some of us veterans. I've been doing it 11 years, and there are folks who've done it way longer than me. And I want to also point out that another thing that bugs the shit out of me, excuse my language, is the sexism that happens towards me. I've gotten so many nasty comments from female organizers in the last 2 weeks that I think is so inappropriate and wrong. Because I'm a man in the industry, I am just as valuable as you are. This is a gender neutral industry. Anyone can organize. That's the last I heard. Now, mind you, the people who started our industry to where its greatness is have been women. The reason why I'm in the industry is because of a woman. Many women in this industry are my mentors and my friends, and I love them very much. I get that I am a subset in the larger picture of professional organizers. I have no problem with that whatsoever. I think it's great. Women in charge, I love it. It's not a problem for me whatsoever. But the vitriol that I've gotten the last couple of weeks disgusts me. Because shouldn't we be the organization and association in the industry that sets the standard on how we treat each other? Let's show other industries who do have sexism and racism rampant. I've been in some of those. Rampant. That we are different. That we're compassionate and we care and we're inclusive. Shouldn't that be the bottom line? Should it matter that I'm a man talking about black stuff? I'm black. I still have something valuable to say. Yes, let's open it up to black women too. Let's have them talk also. But the fact that I'm a man should not negate anything that I'm saying in a group that I participate in. I love this industry very much. And I deserve to be here. I worked very hard. And I'm not trying to take away anything from any females in the industry. There's room for all of us. So to those out there who have said nasty things to me, and this happens about once a year, it comes up. Even when you're in a group and somebody brings up, well, should we address the group, hello organizers, or hey folks, or hello everyone, instead of hey ladies, it gets shot down all the time. There are many women who agree actually that we should just talk to each other and be gender neutral. But there are some women out there who expressed it to me that I should shut my mouth and just take it. I even had one person tell me, well, now I don't feel like to be discriminated against. I'm black. I know what discrimination is. I don't need to be a female to be discriminated against. I know what it is. So I feel like we have a reason to be much more elevated than some other industries and show them this is how we do. We don't tolerate any of that stuff. That we work together as colleagues and support each other no matter where and what we come from. Because I know I do personally. I spotlight and showcase everyone I can. And I give reverence to those who came before me and who have had many more years of organizing experience than I do. I bow to them all the time. So I think right now we're at a crossroads. We're at a very interesting time in history and in our industry. COVID-19 is changing things also in industry. And now with the Black Lives Matter and the race stuff, that's changing things too. And I'm going to try to be hopeful that we will make positive changes in our organizing industry so that we are going to be good. Because we have jobs to do. We have a total jobs to do. We have a world that needs us. We are doing God's work. By helping people one person at a time, one office at a time, one garage at a time, one desk at a time. And I want to continue doing that work. And I want all of my people, brown, yellow, green, I want everyone to be able to do this job effectively and have the same opportunities across the board. I'm James Lott Jr., and I also know that everything I've just said may make some people upset. I'm totally, I have a thick skin. You can say whatever you want to me. I'm standing in my words and standing in my truth. And I love you. I love you. I don't care if you hate me. I love you, and I want this industry to continue and serve our communities. You can follow me at James Lott Jr. everywhere. The Super Organizer Show is on every platform you can think of, and YouTube. YouTube is JLJ Media. And everyone, please take care, show compassion, be an active listener, and wash your hands, and Black Lives Matter.